Tottenham chief executive Vinay Venkatesham has given a damning assessment of former chairman Daniel Levy's running of the club, after outlining a list of problems he believes he inherited at the club. Levy left Tottenham after nearly 25 years back in September, with the long-serving chairman declaring that the club had been built into a global heavyweight competing at the highest level upon his departure. The 64-year-old was ousted just months after the appointment of Venkatesham, who joined Tottenham last April. Significant concerns were raised by Tottenham's fan advisory board over Spurs' league position at a meeting with the club on March 3, 2 days before a 3-1 home defeat to Crystal Palace left them 1 point above the relegation zone. In minutes from the meeting, which have been published by Spurs, outlined a series of damning criticisms over the state of the club. VV explained that since joining the club in June 2025, there has been a comprehensive review of the organization to determine the issues and actions required, the minutes read. He explained that whilst he had a perspective of the club from the outside, it is only after spending time inside the club you can fully understand strengths, areas to improve and remedial actions needed. While the club has made strong progress in areas such as the stadium, training facilities, commercial growth and stadium operations, several areas were identified as falling short of what is required to compete at the highest level. Key issues identified included, insufficient focus across the organization on on-pitch success, a lack of specialist expertise in certain areas and insufficient empowerment of experts in others, and a wage structure and player transaction approach that had impacted competitiveness in the transfer market. It was also found the club have financial pressures arising from heavy transfer spending and limited player sales, increasing the relevance of financial fair play constraints to future planning, whilst having a men's squad requiring strengthening in terms of quality, experience and leadership. Further areas identified included an insufficient prioritization of the women's team, an internal culture requiring improvement in a number of areas, and a growing disconnect between the club and its supporter base. Venkatesham highlighted a series of appointments to improve expertise at the club and the implementation of a modernized governance structure to help tackle the issues. It is claimed the structure will provide increased resilience, checks and balances, greater expertise, and delegation rather than centralization, which means club can move quicker, with experts making decisions. When addressing player recruitment, it was stated that changes had been made to the club's approach, including the removal of previous wage structure constraints and a revised transaction approach designed to better balance speed of execution with achieving the best possible deal. It was also noted that there would be an increased emphasis on player sales alongside continued revenue growth to allow investment in the playing squad to help comply with financial fair play rules. The club added that it recognizes the urgency and priority of the current situation, with Tottenham fighting to preserve its Premier League status. Tottenham's hierarchy were also questioned over the potential impact of relegation on ticket pricing and communications with supporters around the issue. Subsequently, Tottenham have now delayed their season ticket renewal process. In an email to season ticket holders, Tottenham said, as previously communicated, general admission season ticket renewals for 2026-27 open today, Thursday the 12th of March. In line with our ticketing charter published in March 2024, we are committed to opening renewals by no later than the 15th of March each year. We recognize the seriousness of the current league position of our men's team and, following discussions with our Fan Advisory Board and the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust, can confirm the renewal window for 2026-27 will now remain open for an extended period until Sunday the 7th of June to ensure fans have full clarity on next season before renewing. Last season, fans had until 2 days after the final game of the Premier League season to apply for a renewal. The decision was made in February to freeze season ticket prices after supporters groups were consulted.